It's been a very wet week for much of the east coast. Let me show you just how wet we're talking about, though, by looking back at nearly a century's worth of Weather Bureau rainfall data. This is the daily data for a weather station in Brisbane's north, in the suburb of Alderley. This shaded region, well, that's the range of total cumulative rainfall you'd typically expect to see in typical years, excluding the wettest 10% of years and the driest 10%. So if a year's total rainfall is coming in above that range, well, it's been an extremely wet year. This is 2022. This week has pushed Brisbane from an average amount of rainfall to the wettest start to the year for this part of the world on record. Let's go south of the border now to northern New South Wales. Again, we've got about a century's worth of rainfall data in Nimbin. And this year, well, it's not quite breaking the scale to the same extent as further north, but it's been a lot of rainfall in 1 week, and it comes after a very wet January. And it's been a very wet week for Sydney as well. Again, this is the range of rainfall you might expect to see across a typical year. And 2022, well, it's in the wettest 10% of all years on record, at least at the weather gauge in the city's botanic gardens. All this rain has pushed dams well over capacity across all of southeast Queensland. At least 21 Queensland dams are over 100% full. Here are just 4 of them. Enoggera reaching 189% today. Ivanhoe this morning, it was at about 183%. What's particularly astonishing is just how quickly this has happened. Here's how full Ivanhoe Dam's been every day since 2015. And that near vertical line at the end, that's just 3 days worth of growth, more than tripling from less than 60% on Thursday. A massive turnaround from that low back in November, when we were talking then about the possibility of new water restrictions in the southeast of the state. Probably not a discussion we'll return to anytime soon, with the Weather Bureau's outlook suggesting a wet autumn to come for much of the country.